In Act 1, Scene 2 of Romeo and Juliet, Paris, a count with high standing in the community, comes to the Capulet household and presses Lord Capulet to let him marry his daughter Juliet. Lord Capulet, although happy to hear of his interest, objects that Juliet is too young. She's 13 years old. He decides to give Paris a shot at earning her love, though, and invites him to a masquerade ball. Capulet turns to his servant Peter and hands him a guest list. The only problem is Peter can't read, so he takes to the streets to find someone who can. There he runs into Romeo and Benvolio, whom he asks to help him read the guest list. They noticed Rosaline's name on the list, and Benvolio convinces Romeo to go. Benvolio's intention, however, is to get Romeo to fall for another girl. The audience is introduced to Juliet via a conversation between her father and a suitor, two men. This introduction defines her in relation to her father and her suitor's perceptions of her. Through the conversation, her age, youth, and lack of power are emphasized. Although Lord Capulet initially acts as though Juliet's happiness matters to him, he quickly turns around to appease the young Paris. Additionally, Lord Capulet and Juliet introduce the theme of age contrasted with youth. In the fight with the Montagues, Lord Capulet says that being old men, the two lords should be able to keep the peace. He implies that young men are violent, foreshadowing violence to come. In his argument with Paris, he initially acts as the stern father, but quickly gives in to the younger Paris. He compares Juliet to fresh fennel buds, signifying youth and inheritance, the first symbolic use of plants in the play. Romeo and Benvolio deepen the symbolism of plants by discussing the plantain leaf in relation to fire and poison. Here, Benvolio's advice is that new love will cure Romeo's heartsickness. The scene also explores female beauty and its relation to love and power. For Benvolio, beauty distorts men's ability to see clearly whom they love. For Romeo, Rosaline's beauty sets up an ideal of what a woman must be to be worthy of love. Throughout the play, most of the lines are in blank verse, written in iambic pentameter, which means that each line has 5 units that consist of an unstressed syllable followed by a stressed syllable. The illiterate servant speaks in plain prose, so that his lines demonstrate low class and lack of education.